Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. You take a look at the Thunder. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, New Orleans, out of the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Bruce Brown is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
They retain possession. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good that time. Now the Thunder with it. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Olynyk. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the Pelicans miss again. Dort, left side. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Alvarado. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Now, here's Olynyk to the inside. And the basket by Alvarado.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Dort. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by New Orleans, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Misi. Now Olynyk. 8 points his last outing. And here is Brown from downtown. Goes back up. Misi's shot is good. And that ties it up.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And now let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. Number 1, the Thunder.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Olynyk. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Messi. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another key contributor to that nice win against the Lakers. Count it good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Alvarado. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Alvarado passes to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. Back to Alvarado. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Alvarado. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Now here's Brown, trailing by 4. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Here's Williams. And yes, it's good. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Thunder making the shot. For 3, Olynyk. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Jalen Williams.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Pelicans trail by 9. Alvarado with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Out to the wing. Olynyk against Holmgren. Back to Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Alvarado. Down low. To halt the run.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the wing, Williams. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers. Offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Pelicans with the rebound. Nisi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
That free throw, no good. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Here's Wallace. The Pelicans make their last shot. Into the lane. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Olynyk, a screen on George. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Wallace. Left side, Williams. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to Olynyk. Over Holmgren. Olynyk can't hit.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And the first one drops.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so Payton will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 13. Pass to Nisi. Hawkins against Wallace. Shoots the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, I think Hawkins would live at the arc if he could. He's very confident in that 3-point shot.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Wallace kicks to Wiggins. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. New Orleans gone a meager 1 of 6 from 3-point land since we got started tonight. Inside, Nisi. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Elfrid Payton scanning the floor, taking a look, taking a picture. He likes what he saw there.
The Pelicans have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Jalen Williams.
What's up?
.157 left in the first quarter. And here is Caruso. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Wallace finds Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Messi. He's got 7. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like how the confidence shows up for Hawkins down there. Doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Pelicans making a change here. Robinson Earl's checked in.
Team foul at the line for 1. Hawkins.
What's up?
The 14th pick in the 2023 draft, Jordan Hawkins did start some games as a rookie. He adjusted really well to the league. This guy is going to be a quality player for a long time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. And Wiggins throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here is Hawkins. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Williams for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. 19 seconds left to play in the first. It's Hawkins on the wing. Wallace covering. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 9. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Payton. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Pelicans trail by 5. They've got Bruce Brown. Payton is out there with Hawkins. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Thunder shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. There's a good screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And that one drops for him. Now Payton hasn't made one yet. Hawkins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Payton dishes to Brown. Here's Robinson Earl. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Los Angeles Lakers. Wallace outside. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 9-point Thunder lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Payton. There's the screen. Here's Hawkins. And the Pelicans miss again.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Wiggins finds Wallace. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Free throw good, Wallace. Wallace hits 2 free throws. And so Payton will bring it up for the Pelicans. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Now here's Wallace. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Sinks the triple. Caruso's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Brown against Caruso. Hawkins with it. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Brown. Shoots over Caruso. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And the dunk by Payton.
That's a nice show of strength there for Payton on the inside, finishing through a little bit of the contact. Got rubbed up a little bit.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
The Thunder leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Wiggins with the rebound, and the Thunder with possession. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Ring shot on the way. Uses the glass to drop it in. He's got 10.
Gilgeous-Alexander positioning himself well and knew exactly where to get to in the open space.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. here are the teams that have heated up offensively in the season's second half. Number 1, the Thunder.
And as we get to the stretch run of this season, it seems their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
New Orleans moving it around. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hawkins. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They set the screen. Olynyk the pass to Reeves. Back to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Reeves can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Now here's Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Caruso's got his second basket of the night. Pelicans trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Olynyk kicks to Hawkins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hawkins has got 12. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Here's Dort. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Dort not lacking confidence with that kind of look.
On the wing, Reeves shoots over Dort. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. And here is Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's Olynyk. Here is Hawkins. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Dort against Reeves. Wiggins passes to Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Offline with his 3. Pelicans trail by 17. The 3 hits the three-point bomb.
The coaches have been working extremely hard with Hawkins, just imploring him to make passes like that.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here now the Thunder. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
New Orleans gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Alvarado passes to Olynyk. To the middle. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. It caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Dort. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Alvarado. Wallace covering. Now Alvarado. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And now a look at Kelly Olynyk. Some numbers on him. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Jalen Williams.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Messi. Rebound by Wallace. The Thunder leading by 16 on the wing. Williams for the 3. That one, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Alvarado. Wallace covering. A fader. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Hartenstein. His last outing, he had 8 points. Wallace outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Shoots over Alvarado. Olynyk with the steal. Brown outside. They could use a bucket. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Thunder making the shot. Olynyk in the corner. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Here's Alvarado. They trail by 18. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Olynyk, a screen on Wallace. And here's Brown outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Now, here's Dort. He's got 5. Here's Holmgren. Buries it down low. Holmgren's got 7 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
41 seconds left in the second quarter. Can they get it? And the layup is good. He has 5.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. And here is Wallace. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
First free throw is good. Calls its 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hey, turn around.
Pass to Alvarado. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
I look here at New Orleans. They're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Alvarado. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Holmgren up top. Pass to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 14 points for the game.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Messi. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Shoots over Alvarado. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He's got 16.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Olynyk. Launches a 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Messi. Now here's Olynyk. Over Holmgren. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Williams in the post. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Fifth, Chet Holmgren.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Alvarado. Holmgren against Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Thunder with the rebound.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And it's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. Here's Williams. Again, Oklahoma City.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Out to the right wing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Alvarado. Out left to the wing. Back to Olynyk. Clock at 6. Alvarado passes to Brown. Pulls up on the wing.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And here is Brown, following Lou Dort's three. Olynyk in the corner to end the run. And the Pelicans miss again.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end. and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Holmgren. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso.
Looking now at some numbers for Williams. This past month, he's really set himself apart. Right around 21 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Alvarado. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Inside. It's deflected. Trying to get something going. Offensive rebound. To the wing on the left. Alvarado finds Brown. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 18th rebound here tonight.
Ouch. So quick in that open floor, Jalen Williams.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Olynyk, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Williams comes with a double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
To the wing right side. A wide open look here for Caruso. No good from outside. They've been looking at a sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Pass to Brown. Fires from deep. Here's Nisi. Hits the jump hook. Nisi's got 9 points.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Pelicans shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Brown outside. Pass to Olynyk. Williams comes with a double team. Here's Nisi. Now Olynyk. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 4. Alvarado. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Alvarado's got his second best. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Alvarado.
Gilgeous-Alexander, some imaginative offense on that play.
And so here is New Orleans. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Alvarado with it. He's got 5.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Pass to Hartenstein. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
And here is Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Caruso.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in for Williams. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Caruso. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark. The Pelicans shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Now here's Payton. Covered by Wiggins. Wallace against Hawkins. Down low. Here's Messi. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Joe can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside, Payton. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Caruso kicks to Wiggins. A 3-ball. And that one's good, Caruso.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Payton attacking. And Payton throws it down.
Well, Elfrid Payton on a straight line drive. Pretty fearless on that attack.
Oklahoma City's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Screen by Wiggins. To the inside. It's tipped. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hawkins. Thunder with the rebound. Caruso's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Wallace. Here's Joe. No good on the 3. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Oklahoma City. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Alfred Payton is out there with Hawkins, and it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Wiggins, a screen on Payton. Wallace misses.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Caruso. It's deflected. Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Payton against Wallace. Poked away and stolen by Wallace. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Free throw good, Wallace. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Payton. To the paint, and stolen by Williams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Kane, the pass to Robinson Earl. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kane. Hawkins with it. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams. Now here's Caruso. Defense right on him. And here is Wallace, covered by Payton. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Now Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Over Kane. Caruso, no good. Caruso's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Pass to Kane. And here's Hawkins. Payton with it. Wallace covering. Payton passes to Kane. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Joe. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Hawkins. Intercepted. To the middle. Here we go. All alone. Joe Good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Payton. That's tipped. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Wallace. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the second free throw, good. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. They need this. And the Pelicans miss again. The Thunder shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Wallace looking for an opening. Williams sends a screen for Wallace. Drills the three-pointer. Wallace has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Hawkins kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Kane. And here's Hawkins. Over Wallace. Thunder with the rebound. Now Joe. Caruso with the ball. Back to Joe. Pass to Wallace. Williams, a screen on Hawkins. Wallace. No good on the triple. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Olynyk finds Reeves.
Pelican foul. Number 17. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Zhang comes in for Williams. And Wiggins is subbed in for Kenrich Williams. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've picked up 11 straight. At the top of the key, Zhang. That one falls. Zhang's got his first points of the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Looking to get back on track here. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Thunder.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in.
At the line for your Pelicans, Kelly Olynyk. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk coming into the league as the league has shifted to the pace and space play, and Kelly more than capable as a 5-man of drilling the outside shot.
Pass to Wiggins, fires for 3. It's good from long range. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Alvarado. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Jose Alvarado. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Oklahoma City. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Wiggins outside. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Brown the pass to Alvarado. Williams comes with a double team. Lock at 6. Brown outside. Here's Messi. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Wallace outside. There's the pick. There's the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Alvarado. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Now the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Wallace outside. Williams sets a screen for Wallace. Shoots over Alvarado. Wallace misses. New Orleans has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Alvarado passes to Brown. And here is Olynyk, covered by Wiggins. Fades away. Good on the bucket.
Got to be a level of comfortability with Olynyk on the roster. You know what his skill set is and what he's bringing to the table.
Caruso finds Wiggins. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Knocks it loose. Alvarado with it. Pass to Brown. Over Joe. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. Got a piece of it. Now here's Brown. Inside. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Williams. Now here's Caruso. He's defended by Alvarado. Wiggins in the post. He's against Olynyk. Wiggins up top. Here's Caruso. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Now Alvarado. Pass to Olynyk. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's Brown with the 3. Knocked away.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Pass to Caruso. Screen by Wiggins. For 3. Caruso, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Williams.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Alvarado passes to Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Alvarado. Buries the long-range jumper. Now, here's Caruso. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Shea. Balanced scoring for you all tonight. What is working offensively?
Yeah, we're just trusting each other, playing for each other, doing the sets that Coach has us doing, and really just being unselfish. When you do those things like that happen.
It was a great performance all around tonight. Congrats on the win again. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That's it, folks. The NBA regular